Mika has the nerve to say, okay, for those asking why we would go to speak with the president-elect, I guess I would ask back, why wouldn't we? I have your answer, sister. It's because you two just spent the last 8 years literally telling us he's a Nazi. And your rhetoric has helped cause a reaction to his win that looks very much like this.
You guys feel spicy? Because I do.
No matter how loud, how kind, respectful, how cute, men will still fucking hate you.
Women are talking about bringing that 4B movement right here to the United States.
Time to lock the fuck in. Operation 4B.
Refuse to date men, get married, have sex with them, or children.
All I have to say is good luck getting laid. Me and my girlies are participating in the 4B movement.
No more kitty cat for moderate men.
But being all the things that the patriarchy wants us to be. Clearly, they don't give a shit about us.
No attention to men. Delete block. Do not respond to them.
Government cares that they're not having kids because children are the future labor force.
I'm gonna start barking and getting fucking crazy.
You think I'm crazy? Me too, I'm crazy. Just like all the women before me who were crazy.
It is the best thing I've ever done for my mental health. We're not crazy. We have to do this together.
The women who are doing the 4B movement help other women who are doing the 4B movement.
Sorry, if you're a man, I will not be responding to you. I am going to be promoting the 4B movement.
Do not acknowledge them. Do not look at them. Do not laugh at their jokes. Why?
All of these leftist women, Glenn, are joining up with this thing called the 4B movement, where they're not going to be having any boyfriends, any husbands, any sex whatsoever. Yes, I support your decision. Any offspring, again, see point one. Because they're so enraged that Hitler, patriarchal, woman-hating Trump just got elected. Where did they get that idea from? From these two. Mika Brzezinski was on The View and her own show crying, saying women will die if he gets elected. And now she says, why wouldn't we talk to him?
Well, also, the expectation was that it was going to be women who were going to rise up and defeat Donald Trump, led by Kamala Harris and Liz Cheney and Nancy Pelosi. It was going to be this women's election where women were the ones who united against this patriarchal misogynist who was trying to kill them and make sure he didn't come to power and elect the first female president. And it ended up that not only was the gender gap way smaller than anybody predicted. A majority of white women voted for Donald Trump. Close to a majority of all women voted for Donald Trump, something like it was 45%. So even the idea that this is a movement that came from South Korea, where we're going to protest the patriarchy by refusing to get married or let men have sex with us or procreate. It was a tiny number of women who did that. You know, it really reminds me, all these people who are saying this, of that kind of psychological dynamic with which we're all familiar, which is I would never want to join a club that wouldn't have me as a member. No one's looking to these women to try and... Yeah, exactly. That wouldn't have me as a member. None of these people, no one's maybe, there are men who want to have sex with them, but it's not like they're the kind of person that people are seeking as their ideal wife and mother. You can just see that in the videos. And so they can shave their heads, they can do whatever they want. But the idea that they are somehow speaking for women or all women, all you have to do is look at the tens of millions of women who voted for Donald Trump. And Latino women, Black women were the one group that kind of stayed loyal to the Democratic Party, but still a non-trivial number of them voted for Trump as well. Of every single ethnic group of certainly of the working class and the working poor, women, large numbers, tens of millions voted for Donald Trump. And the idea that they think they can speak for women or are avenging women by denying something that nobody is seeking is laughable.
No, it reminded me of a couple of years ago, Steven Crowder came on this show and he was talking about how he and his wife waited to get married, and they're now divorced, but his wife is beautiful. Steven's not a bad looking guy. And he's like, and I got to tell you, Megyn, he's like, my wife is beautiful. And, it was not easy to wait. And he's like, sometimes we look around at these very unattractive couples and they're like, we waited. And we're like, Did you? It's like one of those situations. No more sex. Well, I'm not really feeling like your sacrifice is that great. In any event, that's how lunatic the leftist fringe of the Democratic Party, it's not even fringe, the leftist base of the Democratic Party has gotten, thanks to the messaging of these two. I mean, and others like them. She was just out there. This is my last on them because I don't want to devote the whole show to these grifters. But listen to Mika right before the election on the women's issue.
We are fighting 24/7. We're in crisis. These are the final hours. We need you. We need you, and all of you to vote. Yep. This is the moment, and we won't have it again. This is the final hour for women. Trump's America for women is happening now, and it's a nightmare. This is the future that we're looking at. He is killing us. I'm talking about us women. He's killing us.
Why wouldn't I meet with him? Yeah. He's back in power. So now, Glenn, after those two get out there and act, like they are Brzezinski Sr. or Kissinger, Trump, I don't think really much liked the tone of their summation of how things went. So he truthed out. Oh, it's not. Oh, never mind. Oh, never. Yes, it is. What do you mean? It's not? What? Hold on. Okay, never mind. He did not truth it out. I'm trying to figure out my team. Yeah, well, I don't know. We thought he had, but now my team's telling me this may be fake. I don't know whether this is fake or not. I won't read it until it was not real. Okay, good. Team, thank you. That's important to know. Well, it's probably 3, 2, 1 until he does tweet something out. He does. He will. Because who do they think they are? I realize Trump is trying to be magnanimous, he's happy to watch them embarrass themselves. But I say again, there is no one who's rooting for this reconciliation. No one. What is the cause of many health problems in America today? It's simple. Shitty food. Food that's engineered to keep us addicted, offering zero real nutrition, crafted by mega corporations that prioritize profit over our well-being. Our food system is very, very broken. And we just cannot rely on big food to put our health first. We know that. That's part of the reason Trump just got elected. If you are skeptical of the ingredients in the food you buy, or if you are looking for something new that you can trust, I want you to know about Kettle and Fire bone broth. I drink this stuff almost every day. Kettle and Fire bone broth. They're not even paying me for this personal endorsement. I actually happen to have been using this for the past couple of years. Kettle and Fire is not, they're paying me for this ad, but not for the personal endorsement. You see the difference. Just so happens they advertise with us. This is not just any broth. It's made using 100% grass-fed and free-range bones, slow simmered for over 14 hours to extract critical nutrients that your body needs to thrive. It's high in protein, and better yet, each recipe is crafted by world-class chefs to ensure the best taste possible. So with Thanksgiving right around the corner, consider using Kettle and Fire's broths to add rich, delicious flavor. No artificial flavors, no harmful pesticides, just simple ingredients to support your health. You can just make like a mug of it, or you can put it in a bowl. You can throw some vegetables in there if you want to make it, better. You could throw some like lentils, whatever you want, but just like 1 cup of this a day will really help your gut health. This is what my doctor told me, and I've been doing it. Find Kettle and Fire in the broth aisle at grocery stores nationwide. And for a limited time, my viewers and listeners will get up to 15% off by going to kettleandfire.com/MK. That's kettleandfire.com/MK. Or you can pick it up on your next grocery store trip. Kettle, Kettle, and Fire. Play with your food, folks, not your health. Thanks so much for watching. If you like what you just saw, hit the subscribe button for more clips and full episodes.